This happened to Emily, the daughter of one of my father's colleagues, about 6 years ago. It's a story that still haunts everyone who knew Heron tragically. It ended with her taking her own life. Emily had just started her freshman year at a liberal arts college in Vermont. She was bright, thoughtful, and had a quiet charm that made people feel instantly comfortable around her. She opted to stay on campus in an older dorm that had once been a women's residence back in the early 1900s. Her room was on the second floor, cozy single, with a view of the forest behind the campus. But not long after moving in, she started hearing something at night. It was always the same, a soft, low moaning sound, like a woman crying just outside her window. At first, she brushed it off. Maybe someone was upset. Maybe it was the wind. One night, she finally worked up the courage to peek out, thinking she'd find someone there, but the walkway below was empty, completely still. As the nights went on, the sound returned. Again and again. That same cry. She tried telling the resident advisor, her roommate from orientation, even a counselor. But no one took it seriously. Some even laughed. Feeling increasingly unsettled, Emily started asking around about the building. That's when one of the custodians, an old man named Joe, quietly told her what the school never officially discussed. Decades ago, a girl had been murdered in that very room, strangled by someone she knew. They said she was buried nearby, and that the case was never truly closed. Emily's mental health began to unravel. She stopped attending classes regularly. Her emails to friends grew sporadic and disjointed. Her texts became one-word answers. She told her mother once that she felt like she was being watched in her sleep, that the cries were inside the room now, not outside. She'd wake up screaming, drenched in sweat, convinced she wasn't alone. Eventually, the school asked her to take a medical leave. Her parents brought her back home to Rhode Island. At first, it seemed like she was doing better. The screaming stopped. Her family was relieved. Maybe being home was what she needed. But Emily had changed. She barely spoke. She stopped playing the piano. She never smiled. Then, one rainy afternoon, her mother heard a scream coming from the upstairs bathroom. They forced the door open and found Emily inside. She had doused herself with kerosene and set herself on fire. She was just 19. They rushed her to the hospital, but she was pronounced dead on arrival. I met her parents once. They're the kind of people who remember your name after one conversation, the kind who still send handwritten thank you notes. It's unbearable to imagine the weight they carry. And the worst part, that room in the old dorm, it's still assigned to students. They say the crying hasn't stopped.